Have you ever silenced your truth just to keep the peace? That moment in a conversation where you feel a knot in your stomach, a signal to retreat? Maybe you let a colleague's incorrect assumption about your work slide just to avoid a confrontation. Or perhaps you nodded along during a family dinner, burying your actual opinion under a blanket of agreeability to sidestep a debate. This fear of being misunderstood is one of the most silent, pervasive wounds of our emotional lives. It's the quiet tax we pay for connection, trading authenticity for acceptance. We hold a deep, fundamental craving to be seen for who we truly are, yet we shrink from the very spotlight that would allow it. Why does this gap exist? Why is the risk of being misinterpreted so profoundly unsettling? The answer lies deep within our evolutionary wiring. Our nervous system, in its ancient wisdom, equates misunderstanding with danger. To our primal brain, being cast out from the tribe meant a near certain threat to survival. That social threat circuitry is still very much active today. When we feel misunderstood, our brain doesn't distinguish between a saber-toothed tiger and a dismissive comment. It perceives a threat to our belonging. Neuroscientific research confirms this. One study from UCLA found that the experience of social rejection or misunderstanding activates the amygdala and the anterior cingulate cortex, the very same regions that fire up in response to physical pain. Your brain is literally processing that emotional sting as a bodily injury. This isn't a personal failure or a sign of being overly sensitive. It's a shared, human, biological response. The fear is real because the perceived threat feels real. And when this threat response is triggered over and over, we learn to adapt. We start to perform. We construct more palatable versions of ourselves, hoping these curated identities will be easier to digest, less likely to be rejected. We might adopt the role of the pleaser, always agreeable, quick to apologize, and terrified of causing disappointment. The cost? Our own needs and desires get lost. Or we become the chameleon, masterfully adapting our personality to fit any room, any audience. The cost here is a fractured sense of self, never knowing who we are when we are alone. Then there's the expert, who uses knowledge and intellect as a shield, preemptively explaining everything to avoid being questioned or seen as incompetent. The cost is intimacy. A fortress of facts keeps genuine connection out. Each of these performances is a survival strategy, but they come at the expense of our vitality and our truth. So, how do we begin to dismantle these roles and stand firmly in our own authenticity? The path to unlearning this fear isn't about being louder, it's about becoming quieter inside. It begins with 4 gentle, intentional steps. First, pause and orient. The next time you feel that defensive urge, that rush to over-explain, just pause. Take one deep breath. Name the feeling internally. I am afraid of being misunderstood right now. This simple act creates a space between the trigger and your reaction. Second, state your truth calmly and simply. You don't need a monologue. Try a simple template like "from my perspective" or "what's true for me is." For example, at work, instead of launching into a 5-minute defense, you could say, "From my perspective, the project's goal was X, which is why I took this approach." In a relationship, it might be, "When you say that, the story I tell myself is that you're disappointed in me. Is that what's happening?" Third, tolerate the gap. After you've spoken your truth, resist the powerful urge to fill the silence. Don't immediately soften it, justify it, or ask for validation. Let your words land. This is where you build the capacity to trust yourself. And finally, fourth, choose your audience. Ask yourself, who am I trying to explain myself to the most? And who actually listens beyond my words? Invest your energy in people who have earned the right to hear your story, who listen with curiosity, not judgment. Let's try a short practice to anchor this feeling in the body. Find a comfortable position. We'll use a calming breath. Inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold the empty space for 2, 1. Again, inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6, hold for 2. Now, in this quiet space, bring to mind one simple truth about yourself, something you know deep down. It doesn't have to be grand, just something that is yours. Whisper it to yourself. Let it be a statement, not a request. Feel its weight, its solidity. This is your anchor. This practice is the foundation for setting boundaries that are kind, clear, and consistent. It's about honoring your reality without demanding that others adopt it. Remember the core principle. Understanding from others is a gift to be earned and cherished, not a debt to be collected. You can be clear without needing to convince. You can be firm without being rigid. You can be open without abandoning yourself, because when you stop needing everyone else to understand you, you finally create the space to fully, deeply, and truly understand yourself. And from that place of self-knowing, a quiet confidence emerges, one that doesn't need applause to know its own worth.